What's up, everybody? I'm Gabe Casper, and this is 3 Minutes or Less. Recently, a friend of mine sent me an article from the New York Times columnist David Brooks. And in this article, Brooks explores the question of how faith shapes one's politics. And in particular, he focuses on his own faith journey and on the faith of the recent Supreme Court appointee, Amy Coney Barrett. And he notes that oftentimes concerns are raised over the role faith plays for a public official. And he responds to those concerns by saying this, quote, "In a society that is growing radically more secular every day, I'd say we have more to fear from political dogmatism than religious dogmatism. We have more to fear from those who let their politics determine their faith practices and who turn their religious communities into political armies. We have more to fear from people who look to politics as a substitute for faith." I find this quote to be compelling and unfortunately eerily accurate for our current state of affairs. In particular, the way in which people let their politics determine their faith practices and turn their religious communities into political armies. A case in point, the social research group Lifeway Research recently shared the results of a survey they did in which they asked American evangelical Christians, who do you hope your presidential vote benefits the most? Who do you hope your presidential vote benefits the most? 41% of American evangelical Christians said people nationwide who are like me. An additional 20% said me and my family. So a total of 61% of professing evangelical Christians said, above all, I hope my presidential vote benefits me, myself, and I. Now, as one who shares many beliefs with professing evangelicals, this is profoundly disturbing and disheartening to me. That an overwhelming majority of people who claim to follow Jesus, a Jesus who taught us to love our neighbors as ourselves, a Jesus who taught us to die to ourselves, to pick up our crosses and follow him, who commanded us to share our bread with the poor and to love our enemies, said, yeah, that's all fine, except when it comes to how I vote. Then it's all about me and mine getting what I want in this world. And so any Christians who are watching this, I'm not here to endorse a candidate. I'm here to tell you to vote out of love for your neighbor. That is literally the only reason to vote, out of love for your neighbor. Now, if your first reaction to me saying that is, yeah, but, your issue's not with me, friend. Your issue's with Jesus. Do not be fooled. Don't let your politics determine your theology. Let your theology shape your politics. Loving your neighbor does not stop at the voting booth.